A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 30. Yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
It's out to the left and complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And that'll set him back 5. On 2nd down, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 1st carry now for Thompson. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raymond Calais taking it in. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Cincinnati.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bengals 3.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Josh Allen on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up
on 2nd down. Mixon.
The 26-yard
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. Nixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to John Ross.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Randy Bullock.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
For the point after.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down, here's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Complete to
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
C.J. Henderson.
9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Gain of 30.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Jaguars 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
The score.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score, Bengals 38, Jaguars 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Switch.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down by William Jackson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up with that.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 51 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
38. Jaguars 22. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
36.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch twits.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Watch the slants.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carl Lawson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 19 yards away, and the Jaguars get a score closer.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Check right 47. Check right 47. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch the safety creep.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Jaguars 30. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading to the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
24 is the mic. 3 buzz.
Operating from the gun, Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold, and finally the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game, wait until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Cincinnati.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Again, it's Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now a first and 10 at the 11. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
25-yard line.
To throw again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. No street. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get off the field. 19 Lion. Let's go.
Throwing again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone and touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here.
37.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Today's final score.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even